this man we have all seen according to how it's been written. Again, with a quotation mark, an exclamation mark. Ain't that right, brother?
Right.
Okay? This means that he's going to be shocked the hell out of him. All right? Because we've seen him before and just did not know it. Okay? Sorry if you don't want to believe that.
And you gotta actually think about everything that's happening right now. You gotta really understand that those companies who so-called pulled out, from him when he made these comments, they did this not because of what he said, basically, because I'm sure a lot of those companies agree with what he's saying, but they pulled out because they didn't want to lose the money of the people who coming to buy their products, who watching their networks, this, that, and the other. But I can guarantee you that he still can sue those people for... What's that? I said he can still sue those people for...
They might be present on him.
Right.
I'm getting a lot of interference.
Yeah. But he can still sue those companies, though. He still can sue, I think it was, I don't know how you say it, Univision and whoever else pulled out of the contracts with him.
Okay.
Because he still had contract with those people.
I didn't mean to cut you off, brother, but brothers and sisters, bear with me if I give a late response because my brother is going in and out as if we're getting the interference. So if I don't catch some of what you said, brother, just not be like,
right.
Say it again. Don't think
No, I got you. And then I know that I already know how they do us anyway. I already know. But
they present.
Yeah, absolutely. Because they knew we were coming with this anyway. Because the topic is the only safe ground is truth. That's the topic. So again, this hidden agenda, that they're planning to help him get into office. Because again, those companies who pull away from him to keep getting the money from the Hispanic community, they did this for that reason. That's the only reason they pulled away. Because they want to continue getting the money from the Hispanic community, from the Mexicans and all who else, any other people in that community. And they don't want to lose that. So, but I can guarantee you they're still going to help. They're going to give him money still, even though he doesn't need it. Because a lot of times these people, they believe in what he's saying. And what we don't understand is
even this type of conversation.
Right.
Well, brothers and sisters, once again, this is Donald Trump, all right? Is this the man, according to the scriptures, who did shake kingdoms, who did weaken the nation? Is he the man that this prophecy is talking about? Because this damn show don't make no sense to me. For him, all the time he's had in the world to run for president, okay? And you just decide to do it and you always had that type of money to do so? It's something, you know what I'm saying, that you really pay attention to. Hey, please, brother, tell me if you can hear me or not.
Yeah, I can hear you.
There's a lot of commotion in my background. Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. And like I said, brother, you have to really delve into your mindset to really start the process. But if you just got a lazy brain that even think about, like, hey, you know what, that do make sense, then you absolutely got a problem. Okay, if you just don't want to even do that. You know what, man? He is this man right. Excuse me. This man's right, okay? He had an extra point. This man had all this money all the time. He just not stopping that. Whatever.
You're absolutely right with
You know,
that.
I'm sorry about that, but you know, you got to think about that, man. Y'all have to really, really, really stop yourself and think like, man, you know what? That makes a lot of damn sense. What in the hell is they really planning? Oh man, don't get lazy. Y'all just hanging that man got money, man. Please, okay? Take your foolish self and dive you want to because you want to be ignorant because you just think we hating on him.
Right.
So we interested in what he got going on. And you should be too. Okay?
I'm telling you, you better be.
Too damn lazy to want to know that this going to be the man that's supposed to be the king over you, all right? Don't be thinking you're getting confused because you're a president. All right? You'll be deceived. The president simply means king as well, all right? By the British monarchy. They just switched the name, all right? The president. So that America wouldn't adopt the principle. Now look, man, I'm just trying to show y'all how disrespectful this British monarchy is, even to them. Okay? Who they gave this power to. That, you know, the founding fathers, you know, have obtained from getting their power from them. Okay? It is one family, you know, of 600. But the Queen of England them gave America their portion. So the rulers of this world is a branch of that family, but they are in their own realm of life, which is more savage, you know, than the Queen of England and them portion of the family, which they have been savage as well, okay? According to King James history. And you can go back and listen to that for yourself. He was a damn execution, all right? You just keep that in mind. But suffice that to say, you know, this America is the worst of the four beasts. Okay, according to the scripture. So if this America is the worst of those four, that means this portion of the family who controlling this situation, you know, are very savage in the mindset. And, you know, you ain't got to believe it, man. I mean, shoot, man. You bearing witness to everything that's going on right now, right? So, you know, but, you know, not to go on course, but, man, you know, we have to make y'all understand this on all levels. You can't just be thinking we finna sit here and just talk about what Donald Trump got going on. You don't know the origin of the possibility of how he even got in this privilege. Okay? So you have to have the origin as well. You know, you have to add that to it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, it's a lot of, you know, things going on around me. So, you know, bear with me, brothers and sisters. Trying to be as loud as possible. But, you know, brother, like I said, man, you know, this is a trick. This is a scheme to help usher in this antichrist agenda, all right? Brothers and sisters, y'all have to understand this. And I know what you're saying, man, I don't believe it. If you don't, that's on you. You know, it is your right. You know, just like it's your right to go to hell if you want to go. You know? But, you know, to those who might not want to go, you really need to start pondering on this. You need to monitor him. You need to monitor what he's saying. You won't go on and put this man in the chair. Just tell you how to put yourself in a position to get killed from his hearing, from being in the chair, all right? So, you know, I ain't trying to go on so far, you know, but I want you to get you, because, you know, I know you got the source, so I'm just going off of, you know, what the law is bringing to me from looking on the outside in, you know?
Right. Well, you know, you got Macy's who pulled any of his merchandise from their stores, you know, because of the remarks that he's made. I guess I say, you know, Macy's pulled his merchandise out of their stores.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Today?
That was the news for today.
They did what?
They pulled Donald Trump's merchandise.
They pulled down his merchandise?
Yeah, from the stores. They pulled all his merchandise. Macy's did.
Now, brothers and sisters, remember I told you, and when I bring this second part of America in modern times, you're going to understand that this ain't racism. I intend to make you understand it ain't racism. Because I intend to expose the black brother who was one of the most fearless slave masters known to man. All right? And he intended to help them, and he did help them. And oh man, when I bring to your wisdom what he did, so you can understand. So any Caucasian listener, let me say this to you right now. I've told you one, and I'm going to tell you again. God came as a man, okay? You have to understand that. And you also have to understand he came from a white woman and a black man, so he can judge both sides, all right? If you don't want to believe that, you can suit yourself. But it's the damn truth. And in fact, your rulers know it, okay? Y'all taught it to them, all right? So they ain't dumb at all. They know what we're talking about, all right? And they know what I'm saying. Damn truth is also what you might want to fathom in your mindset. Guess what? It is, okay? Brothers and sisters, you know, as I said, man, this is the ushering in of the Antichrist. They're trying to imitate the second coming of God and deceive the people into worshiping Satan. Oh, man, if you don't want to believe it, damn it, you die if that's what you want to do. Because you're going to have to understand that, man. Ain't nobody come on here to waste your time. Okay? And if you think that, then you're crazy, man. My brother ain't called me. Look, man, I'm home. I'm doing my man duties, all right? I ain't got no business on no phone. Okay? But because I handle my man duties, I can do this. Okay? But what I'm trying to explain to y'all is if I took time out while I'm on my man duty, or work for the record, all right? You gotta understand, man, that this must mean this brother really is genuinely cares about the people. You damn right I do. That's why I go as hard as I do. Some might think I'm too cocky. Well, damn it, you just because you chicken shit. Because you don't want to hear this wisdom in the way I bring it in futuristic terminology for you to understand it. And the problem is you do understand it because it's pointing out the wickedness and the foolishness that you're doing. Okay? And oh man, go listen to the show earlier. I know what you're saying. How he gonna be judging me? Man, I assassinated my whole character on the last show. Okay? So don't be thinking that I'm just sitting here, you know, trying to point fingers and make suggestions like I'm God or something. No, man, I'm just trying to tell you the absolute damn truth that you need to know. No, this
Well, now, you know, on another note too, they're, I guess apparently they're supposed to be putting embassies in Cuba now, or there talks about it anyway.
I ain't catch that, bro.
I said they're apparently having discussions or talks about putting U.S. embassy in Cuba now.
Oh yeah, yeah, they probably done finally swindled him. Done suckered him in. Oh, we're your friends now. Don't be surprised if you hear him dead later on, all right?
Yeah. That's if he's not already. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Because you know they the masters at you know they real creative, should I say?
Oh yeah, they character. Look, man, these are engineers, all right? We're not dealing with just people with simple minds. We're dealing with people who are responsible for the trend. Once again, and responsible for the trends that they put you in. All right, you ain't gotta believe these people do witchcraft home. Oh man, I really wish I could make y'all believe it, man. I do. I know some might just think I'm absolutely tripping. Some think it's foolish. You don't have to understand that it ain't no foolishness, and I ain't tripping. All right? You don't damn well have to know that what we're telling you is the truth. Like my brother said, according to this power, that's the only way. All right? There ain't no other way to get around it. You either gonna bow down to the truth and understand that you're gonna have to accept the truth,